Welcome to the third video of the KH230 knit along, making the collar and some more seams on the crop top. Watching for that looping at the bottom again. All right, now we're at going down to 60, so that's 30 and 30. We need to remove another 10 stitches. The last time was 8, 9, so this would be 7. So let's start with 3 and 3, and let's count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm correct. So 10, 17, 24, and 31. Doing the same thing where we move them inwards towards center. Now remember, if you don't have a garter bar, just use waste yarn. Just remove the work on waste yarn and then put it back on. Okay. It's all good. So now we're going down to 60. Oh, see, that one went silly. Okay, we're all on. We're all good. Okay. Thing is even. Lifting up. I've had nothing but problems with this side, so we're going to do it first. And we're good. This time it worked very nicely. Okay. removing the garter bar, reducing down to where we need to be. Opening everything that closed. And now we'll put it back on the machine. I must say that method is way easier than the other method. Whoa, you little bugger. That was dangerous. Whew, almost lost it. Okay, here I have to be careful because those came out. There we go. Okay, to the side again. Everything looks pretty good. Okay, here the cast on comb did again, where it grabbed onto it. This is looking pretty good. We've only got 5 more rows of knitting. And then we will remove the piece again. And hang the sweater piece. Same direction. All right. This is looking very good. 5 more rows. Okay, so this is it for this part. I now need to take this off the machine and then put it back on to stitch it onto the sweater body. So there's no more reductions. But we will have to play chicken with it. Actually, no. At this point, I should not have removed the collar, but hey, let's watch me work harder, not smarter. Now I'm not going to snip this yarn. I'm just going to remove it from the machine and move this entire piece to the side carefully, and do my best not to lose my work from the yarn. So I'm just going to the side and try my best not to lose that. Now I'm grabbing my sweater and I'm going to put it right side to me, set it away from me. So I have my button down here. So I'm going to stitch 17. So I'm going to hang that at 7. So wait, I had 17. Now we're going to do my favorite word, ease. So now we need to ease all of these stitches over the stitches that are. Do it any which way you wish. None of these stitches are live, so it really doesn't matter. And then result in I'll come back to this all. Alright, what you see here are all of the yarn tails that are along the neckline. Those yarn tails are going to be into the seam of the. So I'm going to now put the finished collar onto the neckline, and then we will weave in these ends, and then across the left bins. So we don't have to do any weaving at the end of the work. What I'm doing, I'm making sure all of my latches are now. Right? Your right side's already up. More tape on the side. Alright, so we are leaving in our yarn tails. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, yarn tails are now inside. Now we have decisions to make. Do we go tension 6 or do we go tension 10? I think we should be in the middle and go tension 8. So 2 full numbers. There's no weight on this right now, so we're going to just have to pull. And there we go. I think it would look better if I take 10. than if I latched it. So I want to reduce the amount of weight. So I'm going to go to I'm going to get one more row, and then I'm going to latch along that way. So literally, go through the stitch. Snip the yarn end. There. Right. The reason why I'm not worried about this one being stretchy is because it is not a pile knit. Okay, we're now pulling this one through. Now let's look at our work without hooking everything through. Okay, so I did all that work just to put the collar on upside down. Well, look at us go. Okay, well, I didn't trim any stitches, but this was a good run through. So what I need to do is I need to reverse how I did the collar and make sure next time that I do it the right way. So there is no way to save this at this point other than come back and try again. So I'm going to re-knit this entire neck again. And pay closer attention next time. So yeah, we'll be back when we get back to that part. All right, so I've backed it up. Very carefully hung it back up. I lost nothing. Horseshoes on my person. So if we need the bad side to be the good side, which is the bad side, which is the good side, then we need to put the right side of the sweater on the wrong side of the collar. So we didn't have to actually take the collar off. That's where my mistake was. So we are going to rehang this entire piece the right way, and then we'll do those 2 rows again. No problem. Practice makes perfect. You never know until you fail, and then you learn. That's just fine. Sure, some of you should be doing a fold over collar type thing, but this wasn't a fold over collar piece. This was a single layer, which is why it ended up being a little weird. So we'll come back when we ease that on there, and we'll try again. All right, so we're all eased on. Now we still have all of those yarns to weave back in again. So same maneuver. No difference. looking for them here. Oh, there's this one and this one together. So this one's going this way. This one's going to go this way. There's another one here. We're going to let it go this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one here that I missed. Let me double check. Go behind it. Nope. Just this pink one. Nothing here. Okay, no other issues. Not sure we have all the ones we did before. I think there was only 4. Well, whatever. Okay, so now we have no tension on this knitting. But the stitch dial's at 8, and we're just going to use our cell to do all the work. Okay, attempt number 2. This is why we don't take off waste yarn until we're absolutely sure. So here we go again. Okay, so it looks like we did it okay. That collar should stay fairly flat, being a single bit of fabric here. I think it looks okay. Once this waste yarn comes off, it'll stop curling, because the waste yarn is counter-reactive. I guess what I can do now is I will seam together these side seams, and then I'm going to take some more yarn, and I'm going to take all of the long stitches, and I'm going to connect them to the purl bumps that are exposed. So this long stitch goes on that purl bump, and I'm just going to speed sew them while I visit with my mom for a coffee date. Now, if you think that this long stitch would be better with the other purl bump, so the alternating purl bump, then use the alternating purl bump. There is no rules saying that you have to use the one that you marked. That is just a guide so that you know where you are supposed to be. The other thing that we should do before I go away is we should move the button holes, button marks to the front. So I'm actually going into the stitch and then pulling this through to the front. So it is now inside the stitch that it was attached to. I'm going to do that again. So I'm going through the hole, picking up the ends of the stitch mark, and going back through the same hole. You can only do this once, don't do it twice. Through the hole. Okay, so now it is at front. Again, through the hole. That is now at the front. And the last one, same maneuver through that hole. And there we go. Okay, so I have 5 buttons. And I have all of these purl stitches that need to meet up with the long stitch here. And I have the side seams. And then the waste yarn has to be removed. And the side seams, you have to make sure that you are sewing together a sleeve to the sleeve and not the fronts together or the sleeve to the back the wrong way. So just be cautious that you don't get lost on your pieces, and you should be okay, if that is even remotely clear. So this is sleeve to sleeve. This is front and back. I might just tie these together. Probably a good idea. And same here. All of these long threads are getting annoying, but don't trim them. Use them to seam up, except for, of course, the waste yarn. So these two belong together. Okay, I'm going to do exactly what I just said. So these are together. That one's free. This one's together. This one needs to go together. And this one needs to go together. Stitched and stitch. There. Now there's no reason to mix these up, in theory. Okay. So we will come back in just a little while and we'll do some stitching. And then some more yarn end hiding. I hope this was all clear. You can see it's a very nice little project. And it'll work out just fine once it's all done. So good luck to us. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm going to try and explain how I very carefully have been sewing this edge together. There are long stitches and then there are short stitches, and I'm trying to grab only the long stitches as I go into each of those purl bumps which I captured. At the same time, I am taking my yarn tail and I am highlighting each of the buttonholes. I tried many different ways to videotape this, but this seems to be the only way that works. And of course, because of the color of this yarn, I need as much light as I can get. So I'm sorry if I failed you on trying to sew this up, but I am doing my best. So this is our finished project. We have the collar, the ruffle, buttons. It's perfect. I must say this was a very fun project. A little frustrating, but still a fun project to do. So what's next? Well, we had to put the KH230 away and bring out the 260. We have a yoke sweater to knit.